you'll be near one of those gyms and you will be able to do some of the best Thai boxing training in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the next one of the evening. It's a fight-time contest, so please welcome into the cage, and the red corner, Josh Pitt.
We have the incredibly talented Josh Pitt coming out representing Evolution Muay Thai.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage stands. Please welcome into the cage, and the blue corner, Damien
Damien Goring, very experienced fighter out of K-Star. We've seen him fight before. Very, very confident, well-rounded skill set. He's just one of those fighters, just one of those technicians of the game of Thai boxing. Like, he can do everything. He can kick, he can punch, he can clinch, he'll catch you with trips. He will put it all together and surprise you with just how good he is. But he will have his hands full with the savage that is Josh Pitt.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, the next bout of the evening is a fight-back contest between four over 3 1.5 minute rounds. 1.5 minute rounds. So introducing first, fighting on the red corner, my representing Evolution Muay Thai. Fighting over the blue corner, tonight representing K-Star, make some noise for Damien.
There we go, Damien Goring versus Josh Pitt. Now Josh Pitt proudly representing the 1996 crew with his tattoo across the chest. Excellent year for certain French Bordeaux and also Thai boxers. Here we go. There's a little bit of a size difference between the two. I mean, Damien Goring just looks like a little bit bigger. Certainly, absolutely shredded for this fight. And huge power on that kick, but Pitt with the trip early. Excellent catch and trip. Something about Thai boxing in a cage, which is just so exciting. Oh, another catch again. There are specific rules in Thai boxing about catching a kick. You can't just catch the kick and run across. The rule is 2 steps. And Josh Pitt, of course, expert fighter, completely aware of that. Damien Goring in the blue gloves coming out looking for power shots. Lovely combination, putting the hands and feet together. Thunderous leg kicks. That left hook of Damien Goring has skimmed him twice. I will say about Goring, he does telegraph a little bit. He likes to swing from the bleachers. He's looking for knockout shots all the time, just like that one. You can see maybe overcommits to his punches, but that's just his style. He's so passionate. That left hook is got so much on it, but you do see it coming from miles away. He also keeps his hands very low for a Thai boxer. You know. It's one of the things with those hooks, you can see them coming because his hands are low, pulls his hands away, does mean he has a lot of power. But does he compromise his own guard and his own safety by throwing his hooks that way? Where, you know, sometimes you see a really tight boxer, you know, Lomachenko style boxer where everything is really tight, hands in tight, or yeah, Lomachenko is probably a good example. Those hooks are so like millisecond fast, and then boom, his hands are back to his head. Everything is about bringing the guard back, right? Guard back to the head. And that's the one thing we're seeing there from Damien Goring is he swings a little bit. He pulls his hands. He's just trying to get that knockout with every shot. And what I'd like to see is he just keeps his hands a little bit tighter, and then all of his counters are hooks. And I think Josh Pitt has picked up on that. He's keeping his guard tight, and he's easily absorbing these wild hooks. Where Damien Goring is setting his attacks, he's coming in straight punches, finishing with the kick. But when he's essentially freestyling, that's when the wild hooks are coming. Here we go, Goring versus Paul. Goring versus Pitt. Pitt in the red, Goring in the blue. Nice. Beautiful kicks. Oh, excellent trip from Goring. Timed that beautifully. I think Pitt's in trouble. He started swinging wild. His face is reddened. Oh, that was a better left hook. See, Goring was combining that one with footwork. Oh, lovely left hook landed for Pitt. Oh, combination from Goring. The 1-2 with the kick behind it. Goring going high with his kicks now. He started off low. He's mixing up his levels. That's what you see from the K-Star gyms, is they're intelligent. They will instruct their fighter between rounds how to mix it up. For the first round, Goring wasn't throwing head kicks. Now there's a place for him. He's coming high with those kicks. Oh, lovely right hand lands for Pitt. Goring swinging wild again. I mean, Goring's work rate is insane. He's probably throwing twice as many as Pitt, but they are a bit wild. Whereas Pitt keeps his guard nice and tight. When he does throw, they do seem to be landing. He's very efficient. What an incredible fight for our second fight of the evening here at H Street in Edgbaston. We have had we're 2 fights in, and that action has been incredible. I can't believe the work rate of these two men. Goring, pretty insane. The amount of energy he puts into every single shot. And Pitt, he's taken everything thrown at him. He's absorbed it. He's stayed composed. He's stayed tight. And he keeps landing these cheeky shots that are coming through and landing on the chin of Goring. And just one of those, if it lands right, could completely change the course of this fight. And the next question is, maybe there's a possibility just on work rate that Goring is 2 rounds up with the kick catches as well and the trip. But will he be able to maintain this work rate through 3 rounds? It's hard. You can't judge a book by its cover. But Goring looks like a man who's done a lot of cardio. Here we go. Damien Goring, Josh Pitt. Goring once again coming out aggressive. Lovely jab cross leg kick. Oh, another leg kick. It's the only time Pitt is getting hit is when he keeps trying to catch the kicks. When he stays safe, he's doing really well. Nice jab from Pitt. Another nice jab from Pitt. When he can stay straight down the middle, this is where he does well. Goring loading up on everything. Pitt now controlling the middle of the cage. Goring's just got that well of power to go back to, but Pitt starting to land. Pitt keeping him guessing as well. Excellent clinch. And this is maybe where we're seeing the physical advantage of Goring is in these clinches. He can muscle Pitt around a little bit. It's become a very close fight at range. Pitt's got a very nice little jab. Calls from the coring of Pitt for some knees up the middle. Lovely right hand. He's been leading with that jab so much. Now that lead right just swung through. Landed on the chin of Goring. Oh, nice mix of levels there. Nice jab to the head and then cross to the body. Wow, this fight is turning around. I would hate to be a judge for this one. And it's one of the strange things judging Thai boxing. It's quite different to judging K1, kickboxing, MMA, where in those sports, the absolute #1 judging criteria is damage, right? That's what they want. In Thai boxing, if you throw a kick and the other guy catches it or checks it, sometimes they almost give the point to the other guy for, you know, good defense. And also they want variety. So you might have, you would think, you know, an incredible boxer could come in here. We get Triple G in a Thai boxing fight and he can just come out and box, right, if he can eat lots of leg kicks. But he can't do that because a Thai boxing judge will judge slightly on the criteria of the variety of techniques. And if you're winning the boxing aspect of the fight, but not the kicks, not the clinch, then they will just give it to the other guy. It's not as simple as who's landing the most shots or who's doing the most damage. It's who's got the best technique, who's showing the most variety. Here we go. Hit with a nice jab. Oh, a little fake teep. The heart of both of these fighters. Pitt coming out strong. I think Goring is looking a little fatigued. He put so much output in the first couple of rounds. And also, it's just his style. You know, Goring, he loads up on everything. So every single punch, every single kick is so exhausting. This is what he needs to do. I think Goring, to win the last couple of rounds, he needs to clinch up, use his size and his strength. Kind of forced Pitt into a dirtier fight. Nice jabs to the body. Ah, beautiful jab for Pitt. Goring eating big shots now. Lovely right to the body. Those thunderous left hooks for Goring. Pitt mixing up that lead, lovely. That knee coming through for Goring. That jab cross right kick has been money all night. Wild left hook, this is what I was talking about earlier in the fight. It's just, I feel like he's just loading up a little bit too much on every punch. It just means they're telegraphed and, you know, it's going to be so exhausting. What I'd like to see Goring put 80% of what he's doing in every shot. And then that last 20%, just add it when you've done the guy's damage. You know, you'll often see, you know, some of my favorite fighters, they just pot shots and you know, they're looking for openings, they're getting the timing down, but they don't want to exhaust themselves trying to knock the guy out with every punch. And it's one of the things about Goring, it's just every single shot, you know, his hooks are coming from miles and they come with a little email letting you know they're coming, but they are thunderous with huge power. And he's clearly so athletic as well. And that beautiful trip we saw earlier in the fight. Whereas Pitt, he's a little bit tighter with his guard, he's a little bit more composed. He's mixing up his attacks a little bit more, especially his lead attacks. You know, he started off being very jab heavy, and then we saw that lead right coming, and then just when you think you know what's coming, he mixes it up and opens to the leg instead with a beautiful leg kick. What an incredible fight between these two athletes. This is the kind of action you get at a K-Star Academy Elite Combat MMA fight night here at the Hate Suite in Birmingham. Come along, get your tickets. Every seat in the house has got an incredible view at this show. Pitt knows that he might be a couple of rounds down. He's coming out strong. Goring's looking for the finish, wants to put him away. Right hooks from Mars coming through again. Lovely trip and catch and trip. Weighs big in the judge's eyes, does that. Oh, eats a heavy jab on the way in. Excellent refereeing here, just letting them work. Oh, another beautiful trip. Thunderous leg kick from Pitt. The combinations of Goring are looking so laboured. Oh, went high with the lead leg kick. Lovely knee. What heart from both these fighters. This is like watching Rocky live in Birmingham. Incredible. Oh, beautiful leg kick. Floored Pitt. Just as he was moving, just timed it well with his footwork. Incredible fight. Everyone in Birmingham on their feet for that action. Both of these young fighters just putting their heart and soul into that performance, leaving everything here in the cage at H Suite in Birmingham. Everyone watching this live, look at that trip, what a replay. Incredible. Absolutely brilliant action. I can't believe how good that fight was. This is what you get. This is what you get. You go to a UFC. You're behind a pillar, 14 miles away from the action. You're watching most of the fight on the big screen. You come here to the H Suite in Birmingham. You get fights like that, 6 inches from your face. Like, what more could you want on a Saturday night than seeing, you know, and they'll also, you know, the level of fighters, these guys, they're not doing it for millions of dollars. They're not doing it. They're just doing it to, you know, test themselves for the experience, to grow as human beings. This is what fighting is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges here at cage side. They score about with your winner in the blue corner.
I think the judges scored that right. I mean, I probably had it 4 rounds to Goring, but it was never over. It wasn't like he started dominating and that was, you know, started controlling the fight. Pitt was never out of that fight. Still landing to the very last. Still mixing up his strategy, his approach, his styles. Trying to get away, to get through the athleticism and the power of Damien Goring. Huge respect to both these fighters. What action we have had here at the H Suite in Birmingham. I can't believe how good it's been. Incredible.